Do you know who forgot to turn off it in
We
the
did.
background?
I did.
I can say it's you. They wouldn't know difference. They'll be like, "Hey, well, yeah, it's totally not."
Yeah, it's me. I did it.
Don't make me get into like leather jacket character mode.
Acknowledge me.
One of my favorite openings I've done in a long time, by the way. That was cool.
Yeah, it was very scary. We were all scared. Everybody was about to send protection money, and then you said it was just a joke, and everybody went, "Oh well, we can put money back in our wallets."
Yeah, nobody's as scared as scared Canadian, right? Okay, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got the Scream movie, we got the Halloween TV series, Umbrella's got announcements, Indicator's got announcements, I got announcements. Happy birthday to my dad. It's my dad's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Dad, if you're watching.
Birthdays are kind of the thing today because at the end of the month is my birthday. So I wanted to actually take a minute to chill a bit, and but do it in a very special, different way. Because I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm very excited about it. So it has been a long time, guys, since you've seen me do a proper out and about. It's been a long time since you've seen me really dive into some amazing boutique labels. And in about 2 weeks, I'm getting the chance to dive into boutique labels like never before, where everything goes well. I'm going to be looking at titles and companies and releases.
Yeah.
Never been on this channel. And in a lot of cases, I've never been on an English-speaking channel before.
Yep.
So, with that being said, we're going to look at actually two of the places that I'm going. We're going to look at a couple of the possible releases that I want to get.
Yep, sounds good.
That I hope to get. And in doing so, my simple ask is, if you can, help at the channel in donation through right here, through this way, not through Super Chat, because if you do a Super Chat, I'm not going to get it, and it won't be able to be used for the video. If you donate through this way, not only will I get the donation pretty much immediately, but that means if I buy something with your donation, you get mentioned and you get to see exactly what I bought from what you donate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So basically, and we're not talking about like just regular releases. We're not talking about just going in for some simple stuff. No, we're going to Paris.
Yeah.
And not just any place in Paris, but we're going to one of the biggest streets of geekdom in the entire world. Not in North America, not in Europe, in the entire world. We are going to Rue Dant. And at Rue Dant, I think it's, for those that don't know, we are going to hit upon two special places. And this is where you can help it. Because we're going to Metaluna. For those that are unaware, Metaluna used to be called Movies 2000 back in the day. Now, Metaluna was associated with Mad Movies magazine, the Starlog Fangoria magazine for Paris. The guys from inside had a connection to this store at a point. The current owner, Bruno, is a massive genre guy. So this isn't just genre releases. Let's look at the companies that this place brings into there. Everything from Arrow Video, Carlotta Films,
Mm.
Run,
Oh, comedian
Criterion,
films.
Extra Lucid, ESC. I know some of these are ones that you're not familiar with yet, but I'm going to make you familiar with them when we go there. The Shadow Film, Lobster Films, Massacre, Raro, Radiance, Potemkin, which we will go to their store, by the way. Potemkin has their own store. Second Sight Films, Joker's, Synapse, and yes, my friends, Vinegar Syndrome, Umbrella, 88 Films, Uncut, among others. So that's where I'm going. But not just there. So we have the possibility and the potential to see releases. Let's just dive into one. Let's go to Carlotta for a second, right? Like Carlotta's massive Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K Ultra Collector's Edition. A
It does look
gorgeous
really cool.
size release. And we're hoping to also check out Potemkin. What's that, Potemkin? One of the biggest sets I've ever seen. The Lars von Trier collection. So for those that are fans, we got 14 Lars von Trier films. This is bigger. This is a bigger set than the Curzon set. It's the biggest von Trier set that's ever came out.
It's a beautiful set.
This is, for me, this is a massive deal.
I think that's what you should aim for.
You can be part of it. You can help me get the von Trier set. You can help me get one of the Carlotta or Second Sight releases. And you will be shouted out in here. People will know exactly what you did and what you supported in the channel. So there, the announcement is out. Let's see how it goes. I'll put up the donation link again later on. Please, if you do donate, do it through the donation link and not through the super chat, because it's less than 2 weeks away, and this could be a massive video for this entire channel.
I think it could be. It could be your biggest one yet.
Metaluna over the years has had people like Beatrice Daly, different like actors from like Argento films and different like Italian releases like drop into the store to do things, to have signings. So this is going to be massive. We're going to go to Potemkin, going to get some coffee there and look at their incredible releases. They have like some very nice like highbrow stuff. They have some very sleazy stuff that Malcolm much like. And
we're gonna get that sleazy stuff on it right on here live.
If you want to get the sleazy stuff on here, that's what you do. You send a donation and you say, and if you want to send a message with and say hi, this is, I want to get this go towards Potemkin. I want to get this go towards Metaluna. This is how we do it. So we have 10 minutes of shilling, hopefully.
So I've got a couple of questions about it. So first of all, if people donate, then you'll give them a shout out, right?
Exactly.
And how much is the average release out there?
It depends. I mean, it depends on what you're getting. So like people have the option to check out the site themselves and see different things. Obviously, the Lars von Trier is a massively expensive set. It's 149 euros. Now, I don't expect someone to come in like 149 euros. If you do, fantastic. You're a rock star. You're going to get more than a shout out. You're going to get your choice of like, hey, I want you to make a video on this type of thing. But they have import releases, guys. They have like German. I got to be careful here. German media books. I've never bought a media book before.
Really? They're good.
That's
You should always have a media book in your collection.
they have like Australian releases. Obviously, the Australian stuff tend to be a bit more expensive because it's getting brought in from Australia. Yes,
Yeah.
please also like and share. Thank you, Maddie. Hey there, Sammy. Hey there, Gleaming.
Hey, Matty. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Glenn.
It makes the difference. And when you look at this and you see like the stuff that's out there, like just like I showed you one company, and I don't remember what the name of the company was, but they had this massively amazing edition of Last House on the Left, and it is by far the best edition I've seen of that damn film.
Oh, you talking about that one we looked at earlier?
Yeah, that was incredible, man.
It was. I personally think that's what Vinegar Syndrome's cinematography, or whatever you want to call it, should have been.
So let's just see if we can find it here. Well, there's the 4K of it, but that's not what I'm looking for. I want the good one, but I need to know the French, don't I?
Yeah, that's the problem.
And they have a used section, by the way, which has some amazing stuff on here. Like you can see right there, there's a Collada release right there.
You should look on the Pulse section.
Also, nice try, dude. They have a bunch of Remini releases, and I was unaware of this company, but holy crap, do they do some really nice stuff.
What's that new one that came out? Was that in France or Germany? They released Showdown, I think it was, and another one recently. I think they began with an R.
It's some incredible stuff, and there's some amazing releases, and it's an historic time for my channel. So, guys, that's it. Be part of history. There we go. Medellin exclusives. Maybe it's in the Medellin exclusives. Gotta be careful of this because we got some. There is some pretty raunchy stuff here.
Let's get some good raunchy stuff on for everybody.
I'm glad you put that star there, or I would have been in super trouble. But look, Ecstasy of Films releases, Frenzy releases, Extra Lucid put out these amazing like Argento sets recently. Here's the card player, for instance. Look at this.
Wow, that looks beautiful.
It's a gorgeous hard box set. Comes with booklet. Comes with the film. Features 40-page booklet on here. A nice hard box, reversible artwork.
Damn.
The one for Stendhal Syndrome, which I think is sold out. Man, it would make you wince. It's like the razor blade on the between the lips, like artwork, which I absolutely adore.
I wonder if you'll be able to get a House of Tolerance out there.
I have a feeling I lost my my messages because I don't see any more messages since after Maddie. I'm not sure if there's no more messages after Maddie or if I'm just not seeing them.
No, I only see Mattis.
Okay, so it's not just so it is. Somebody make a say something, and I'll see if I can actually get it. So if I go to my channel, apparently Glovo is really. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, someone commented.
It's right on the video too.
Mm.
I got 4 total now, 5. Nice.
I'll put total. There we go.
But okay, let's talk for a minute.
Now it's time for me to talk, guys. So I'm going away soon. I'm going to Soho, and I need to be able to pay for some talent, and I'd like you to help me. And every little bit counts. So if you donate the link and put for Malcolm's Soho trip, I'm sure I'll do really well.
You won't get it.
Oh, so he's not going to respect your wishes, guys. If you say for my sorrow trip.
No, that
Oh,
we have limitations, Majid. uh, not for let's talk about let's get. I hate talking about this. Okay, Scream 7's coming out.
okay.
Yay, I guess.
Yay and hey and little
I
Bo
don't know.
Peep.
This is the most conflicted I've felt about anything. Uh,
Just be honest with how you feel. You know, people will understand.
Nev Campbell said when Scream 6 came out, and she was offered a part in Scream 6, that she wasn't going to do it because she didn't feel respected. She wasn't getting enough money, and it wasn't just for her, and it wasn't just the money. That was a big part of it, but it was the fact that it's disrespect to other, for female lead actresses out there in horror films.
Yeah.
That she felt that that Spyglass didn't respect the female actresses, that they were undervaluing. So I won't get into what Spyglass did. I'll just say that they messed up really bad, and they screwed over the lead actress in the newer Scream films. That's all we need to say. And I guess, this is going to be a little controversial. I guess, all that stuff goes down the drain about, like, I'm doing this for other, I'm doing this for the actor, no, for the actresses. I want to, it's important because hopefully she got the money that she wants. But
She sold out basically.
yeah, she did. She sold out. Like she is sold out to at a time when I really don't think it was good for her to do. But I'm not Nev Campbell. I'm not her agent. I'm not the person that makes that decision.
I'm going to tell you what happened. She went to her agent. Her agent said, "Look, you ain't going to get anything better than this. This is something you've been a part of since you were a lot younger. You can get a big payday from this. We're probably doing the bare minimum because that's what happened in the last one she was in. And you need to get more money so that you can relax." And she probably went, "You know what? I don't really care about the younger generation because who cared about me when I was younger?" And that's it.
They're film watching. Here's the thing.
Hey guys.
People did, or she wouldn't be around. If people didn't care about, like, her when she was younger, then she wouldn't have got to where she's at right now. Somebody had to care somewhere along the line. Like, maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm an optimist, man. But this bothers me. I think that we're going to get. Are you expecting the bare minimum? Like,
Yeah,
right
basically, I'm expecting the bare minimum from her at least.
I'm expecting the bare minimum from everybody. One, Dewey's gone. So
it was the best character.
Yeah, the anchor and the reason between Gail and Sydney coming together, like, the connection is gone.
Yeah.
Which was a great way, like, to when they took it Dewey to say, okay, this is that we're doing the next generation Scream, right?
Yeah.
It was like a way to say, okay, this has ended. That's because that was the connection between Gail and Sydney. That connection's gone. Sydney's got a life. And Gail's got a life. It's a great ending for the characters.
Yeah,
But
well, I personally think it should have been Gal who was killed off and not Dewey.
she was producer, though.
Yeah, but she's out of the three of them, she was the weakest. What's that?
Just heard that Williamson is directing now new Scream, but not writing. That's not good. So for those who don't know, Kim Williamson has directed one film in his career. It's called Teaching Mrs. Tingle.
Classic.
Yeah. Now, studio interference. Let's be fair, for Teaching Mrs. Tingle.
Yeah.
But it was not a good film.
I liked it.
But I don't blame him. Yeah, you did?
Yeah. It had a really great cast in there.
Yes, but hold on a second. Because I'm going to show you something.
All right.
because I knew you were going to say that actually. This is Soul Survivors.
Yeah, that was awful.
Survivors has one of the best, like, that era casts that I can think of.
I don't agree.
It's also one of the biggest pieces of crap I've ever seen.
It's not as
That's
good as
kidding.
Forsaken. That had a better cast.
It didn't. I'm like, for a second, really? Like,
Yeah.
Elijah Dushku in 2001, man. There was
Lisa Dushku was just a one-hit wonder.
no. God, are you
Yes.
serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
is-
What was she good? Whatever was she good in, other than Wrong Turn and Buffy?
Isn't well, one that should be enough, but she's only part of a film that also has Casey Affleck, Wes Bentley, and a young Luke Wilson.
Well, Luke Wilson, for one thing, he can get out. And Casey Affleck, yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. And did you say what's his name? Wes something.
Oh, Wes Bentley. Remember Wes
Oh, Wes
Bentley? Right?
Bentley. Oh yeah, I know Wes Bentley is, yeah. Okay, so it's a good cast, but the one dragging it down is Alicia Dushku, obviously.
So you're like Hin's a hater of Felicia Dushku, but I'm a massive fan.
Don't get me wrong, I like her. I just don't think she's done anything that's been that successful.
Bring it
I mean,
on.
Dollhouse got
Wait a second,
cancelled.
yeah, bring it on.
Bring it on. How's so successful? That's one movie, isn't it?
It's one. No, it is a successful movie that started and a franchise that's still on the go. They even had a slasher version. It was so popular. Yeah, she was the daughter in True Lies.
Yeah, but that's before she could even talk. I mean, let's be honest.
She could talk. Like, no, she had scenes in True Lies. She was good in True Lies.
Okay,
like,
but
you're gonna say she's like a one-hit wonder, and people are going to say, okay, she didn't
is a
bring it on.
one-hit
She did True
wonder.
Lies.
When you watch True Lies, you don't watch it for Alicia Dushku. You watch it for Arnie.
No, I watch it for Jamie Lee Curtis. Like,
Okay, you watch it for both of them.
It's good that she's, that she's in there, and there's other actresses in there that may not have like went on to do like as much stuff as like she did, for instance, or Casey Affleck did. But actors that you're gonna know from other things. Like Angela Featherstone, you're gonna remember her from
That's true.
But what I mean is, like, what I'm saying is, like much like Teaching Mrs. Tingle, which has a good cast, but it's not a great film. I'm not saying, like, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Teaching Mrs. Tingle is a horrible film or the worst film ever made or anything like that. Like, we got Helen Mirren in this one, and we got Katie Holmes, Molly Ringwald's in this, Vivica Fox. It's a great cast, but when you got a cast this good, and your name's not like Zack Snyder, I don't expect it to be that wasted.
True.
I did not see the Slasher Breakdown yet. I actually got to pick it up. I was going to pick it up when I was in Canada. I want to see if it's in Paris when I go there.
It will be. It'll probably have a collector's edition.
I can't believe the stuff got over there, man.
Because it's that kind of film where you could imagine it would be, but only like in France or Germany.
I'm extremely excited. This is the trip for me. But I mean, like, for me right now, I expect the lowest common denominator. If Kim Williamson's not writing this,
yeah. Do you know who's writing it?
I don't know. I thought he was writing and directing, actually. Something to prove it. I own Soul Survivors. Sadly, it doesn't. I keep doing that. It's one of the ones I keep going back to because the cover's so good. I love the cast that I keep going back. Like, okay, maybe this time is the time I'm going to like it.
Well, I look at Soul Survivors and I look at Final Scream, and I go, one's better than the other, and it's just shocking for its Final Scream.
It is insane. It is insane. You lie in bed there, like, that reminds me of this. There's SCTV sketch, for those that know SCTV, and you know it, where they have, like, what's his name? Was it Bing Crosby? And he's a relaxed singer. So he's literally like just lying down in bed, like, we got this microphone. He's like kind of just singing a song. Just how super relaxed. The 1980s Soul Survivors far superior. Really, really is, my man.
Yeah, that's true.
But I want it to be good. I'm a massive Scream fan. I got like a few T-shirts. Scream. I got the, I got the big box set. As people know, I got the mask. I've got the whole like Ghostface outfit. Um, but I even got the Scream. Blood knife.
Yep.
Summer Nude. Such a good film, man. Let me see.
Anybody who's really a big fan of Scream actually has the real thing, not the prop kind of knife, but the real one.
Oh, well, I don't have that anymore. Do I have
That's
Screen
good.
4K? I haven't upgraded to 4K yet because I'm not as I haven't been sold on.
I
See, I
do.
bought the
Sorry.
Canadian limited edition of the Scream series 1 to 4. It's the rare edition. Basically, it came with the films, 2 Scream documentaries, and a Scream mask that's better. Official Scream Ghostface mask that's better than the mask when you buy the Scream Ghostface kit.
Oh, nice.
Because when you buy the Ghostface kit, I know this because I bought it. You get it, and you get like kind of like it's like in the front, and you put it on like this. There's like around it like that. But the mask that I got with my box set, my Canadian exclusive box set, is a full over the face Ghostface mask.
Oh, lovely.
Um,
I've all the Screams on 4K.
this announcement may have just stopped me from getting a script. I wish they would have sold it, like Spyglass would have sold somebody else to do this.
I think they're doing a great job. I mean, number 6 is brilliant.
Yes, number 6 was brilliant, but now Melissa's gone and Jenna's gone. The core 4 is gone.
The truth be told, when I think of Scream 5 and 6, I kind of see them as a duology where they should have just ended after the last one. I mean, it makes sense that they could have made another one, but it just seems a little bit far-fetched, like the whole Sydney thing. When he gets number 4, and it's like another person trying to kill her, it gets a bit annoying.
But here's the thing: this makes sense. It makes sense to follow the core 4 storyline because she actually literally has a connection. There's a reason for her to become like Sydney. It gets really like, come on, how much bad luck can she have? They're always like they're always coming after Sydney, but she is literally the daughter of the killer.
Yeah.
She's a daughter of the killer. There's a reason to have Melissa's character continue in the franchise. There's a legit reason. We've seen Sydney have kids now, and be married and have a happy life, and we've stretched it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
so the killer was there because of her mom, and in the first one, and was her friends, and in the second one, it was the mother of the killer from the first one, and a random friend. And in part 3, she had a secret brother she didn't know about. And in part 4, it was one of her relatives that did it. Okay, there we go. I think we've stretched this. I think we've gotten to about as far as we can for this one.
I personally think we should have made it in the next one. It should be Dewey, but it's his
Like,
twin brother.
It should have been like Dewey should have lived before. Just saying, I like Dewey, and they could have ended it off with like her, like Nev Campbell being the killer. I would have been okay with that.
Now, that'd been a bit of a sellout, if you ask me. Predictable.
Jenna Ortega again, yes, she's after they did what they did with Melissa, they came out 2 days later and said, "Oh, Jenna Ortega has scheduling issues, so she can't be in the next film." No, she.
Well, I heard on the blower they're going to bring in Alicia Disco.
Well, there you go, man. Now I gotta watch it, right?
There you go. Yeah.
No, that would mean my better half won't watch it. She hates Alicia Disco. She hates her.
You know, I don't know who they could bring in for it, really. I mean, I don't know. I think about it.
Where's the connection? Okay, the core's gone. The core 3 is gone. There's no connection to bring them back together. There's going to have to be a lot of mental gymnastics on for this, right? Like, there's also the possibility that Gail doesn't come back.
Yay!
But she's going to come back.
No.
They're gonna. What they should have done. This is what I think they should have done. If Spyglass wanted to continue the series films and get themselves out of the hot water they're in right now, out of the complete PR nightmare that they've created for themselves, I don't think that Nev Campbell coming in and Ken Williamson coming in was the right idea. I think it's bad for them, and it like they don't need to be or deserve to be like cut up in like spyglasses BS that they're doing.
Yeah, you tell them.
I would take the TV cast. You know the ones that original TV series, the
Yeah,
MTV
that
TV.
makes sense. That makes
Never
sense.
finished the series, right? Never finished those films. Like ended on a cliffhanger in the last movie. Did like a Netflix movie, right? And on a
Yeah.
bit of a cliffhanger, we finally got to see the killer, like the real killer that was talked about. No, Gail's not killed in the last movie. She survives. But I don't mind. I'll spoil the hell out of Scream right now, especially after this. I love that like little plushy thing.
You like it?
Cute.
Yeah.
My cats have taken all their plushies, except for like we have like a bunch of like Popeye plushies.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think, to be honest, I think they should have sold the rights to Blue Mouse. Because I think Blue Mouse would have done better, maybe.
people are going to be really pissed they said that, but I agree with you actually.
You know, because, I mean, do I think Exorcist Believer's great? No. But after watching Halloween Ends again, I could see them doing a better Scream in that kind of tone of the third one.
That's true. And David Gordon Green isn't the only person that's there. Like it's not like Blumhouse is just David Gordon Green's house, right? There's a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
The
Then also,
first one and the second one, the Scream 2s are really good. Third one's okay. The movies are pretty good too. But the first one with Bella Thorne and that first opening is the first opening kill. That's a good kill.
Yeah. Where is Bella Thorne now? Where's she gone? I mean, I know she's on OnlyFans and she's sending nude pics, but where's she gone?
She's making a bunch of movies, actually.
Is she?
Yeah. She's still making films. Like she's got a lot of movies coming out.
Oh, okay. So she's like Danny Trejo and that, then, where basically she's always got roles.
But there's some good stuff. Like she's actually doing some decent stuff.
She did an Amityville one, didn't she? She did an Amityville movie.
Yeah, she did it with the guy that played the Joker, but not the Joker in Gotham, right?
Yeah.
And of course, he's in the new Star Wars video games.
Oh.
How did Scream give resurgence to slasher films? I consider Scream the start of a modern horror. I mean, in a way, it did. Because, okay, 1978, Halloween became really popular and started indie films. In 1981, Friday 13th really kind of pushed this golden age of slasher, where we had like a whole bunch of slasher films. It almost played itself out and looked like it was going to end. We got like, because it started to really die down a bit around like the late 1983. 1984 comes, Nightmare on Elm Street happens. Nightmare on Elm Street brings it forward and keeps the slasher movies going. But they kind of start like to peter off around 1988, 1989. You're still getting them, but there's other films that are being more focused on. The slasher genre isn't being focused on so much anymore. Now there's still stuff coming out, stuff like The Pool and titles like that. They're usually like films from other countries, like Germany or different places, or like really micro budget, low budget, like slasher films. Slashers were considered, they were tropes. They were considered to be passé. They were considered to be a lesser type of film. Then all of a sudden Scream comes along and they go with the meta reference that had been done before in Rolf Koninsky's, There's Nothing Out There, but they took it and put it onto the slasher genre trope. And they just said, okay, this is a smarter slash. You can feel smart about yourself watching this one. We're not doing the tropes, we're calling out the tropes. Whereas it's still just being a slasher film, but they're smart about making people think, hey, no, you can feel smart watching the slasher.
Yeah.
Which started another resurgence of slasher films, some that were meta, some that were too meta, and some like Annoyed You Last Summer, which actually did pretty well and helped to restart it. Things like Urban Legend, of course. And for me, one of the key points was Valentine, which really gave that kind of like true golden era slasher in a modern era time. And from then on, it ended up like going out again. But hopefully that's a little mini history on the slasher genre. A lot of mixed info on the new Halloween. Some saying it's new cable TV series, streaming series. I don't think people know completely yet. What we know for sure and this is not even for certainty, is this. We know that, and we got a different angle now. There we go. We're in a
That's better now.
we know that there's a TV series coming. We know that they've said it's a reset, so it's going to be starting over. Michael Myers right from the beginning. So hopefully it's going to be an actual I don't want them to explain shit to me. Like I don't give a crap why Michael's doing it. Don't go there. I don't want to go there. Please don't go there. Please don't. Don't tell me he's got a horrible childhood or try to do some pop psychology on the reason that Michael Myers is a serial killer. I don't give a crap. I want you to scare me. Keep him, make him boogeyman. Make him the boogeyman again.
Yeah.
Make him scary. Make there be you want to make the town of Haddonfield scary. That's what you want to do. You want to make him still a mystery, but you want to add on to it with Haddonfield. The best example of doing this, and doing this successfully, is a series called Hannibal, which managed to take the character of Hannibal Lecter, just go into he was already a killer. He was a killer at the point when we start with Hannibal. They didn't we would find little back things and people from his past and stuff like that, but it was never okay, let's deep dive. That was what Hannibal Rising was. Nobody liked Hannibal Rising.
Yeah, it was awful.
The people's who made Hannibal Rising like Hannibal Rising. So the Hannibal's the right way to do it. The hard way to do it is baseball, where they try to give a bit of an explanation, but sometimes it comes out heavy-handed. Bates Motel is overall a good series, but there's issues with Bates Motel. Hannibal for me is one of the few perfect genre shows.
Yeah, I liked Bates Motel, but I thought it was a bit overall. Once you finish it, you think about it.
I think they pushed it too quickly. Motel, he becomes a killer way too fast. My top 4 TV show series. Actually, that's a great idea for a video game. I'll do it. Well, no, it's the thing. That's not completely true. I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie's films. I think they have a place, and I think here's the thing. I'm going to say this right now. Rob Zombie hadn't made the Rob Zombie Halloween films that he made, we wouldn't be doing this right now. We wouldn't have seen David Gordon films. That wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have seen Halloween where it is right now. We would have seen maybe Halloween, a much lesser version of Halloween, an even worse version of Halloween than anything Rob Zombie could have done. Because like or hate Rob Zombie's films, here what they did. They made Halloween popular again. They made them moneymakers again. They put them back in the public zeitgeist. Rob Zombie did that. Nobody can ever take that away from him. Whether you like his movies or not, I like part 1 pretty good. Part 2 I like better than I used to.
Part 2's awful.
Anybody
it's not, who likes that, it's got to be mental, surely. And I say that because I promised Matty I'd always make fun of it. So I've got to, haven't I? Now, number 2 wasn't as bad as I remembered years ago, but it's still pretty bad. My eyes, but I can see why some people would like it,
But I can't I can't mention it and not acknowledge the fact that he saved the series. He saved the franchise.
Oh dear. If he saved it, then God help us for people that saved the others.
Well, David Gordon Green solidified the franchise. We had a vision. We've never had a vision for Halloween. If people forget, we've never had a vision for Halloween before. There's so many splinter timelines. There's never been a solid vision for Halloween.
Yeah, that's true.
Look from 5 to 6. Okay, we got this mysterious guy in black. Oh, who's the guy in black? Oh, we don't know. Let the other people.
But what about 4 to 5? The Jamie Lloyd years.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. At the end of what's happening at the end of part 4? She's killed her mom, right? Loomis is freaking out. Oh my God, the evil is starting over again. You get to part 5. Oh no. By the way.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It was but a flesh wound.
So can somebody clarify this to me? So in number 6, that cult with Michael Myers, was he banging his niece and got her up the duff?
That is what I think, yes, and that is out and out said in the producer, not so much in the
So Michael Myers, he can't talk, but he can use, he can use his, Right, so basically, it makes him a little bit more creepy, doesn't it, when you think about it?
I mean, it takes a bit away from him because, like, you got this guy that's this ultimate powerful boogeyman character, right? He's a powerful boogeyman character, but all of a sudden he's like controlled by a cult that's brought his niece so that she can have like.
So that she can have his baby, but then he wants to kill.
It makes no sense. Think
No,
about
it's
that.
like,
So, hey, let's make this baby to, I guess, I'm guessing to carry on the legacy, but not really because Danny Strode can carry on the legacy
yeah.
because Danny's taking care of the vices. And so what's the and now he wants to go after the. I don't get it. Like, what exactly does he want to do with this baby? Is he want to?
But
Is he get the baby? Is he going to kill the baby? Does he want to raise the baby? If he doesn't, if he wants to kill the baby, why was all this in the first place?
But what
If he
we've got to
wants
think
raise the
about
baby-
here, what we've got to think about is here is, you know, does Michael Myers, you know, like, is he like Superman? You know, can't do it, so when he does, it's like a jackhammer. Or is it? But when he does do it, like, how many times did he do it? Technically, it means that you act.
Last,
And the other thing is that means that Michael Myers isn't as innocent as we believe he is. You know, he's supposed to be this innocent kid that basically got corrupted by evil, and he's gone around doing evil acts to his own family, which is fine. You know, we all feel that way sometimes, but not when it comes to number 6. I mean, that's taking it one step too far.
it's weird. We got some comments here. Let's see what we got. Halloween Ends takes a bit away from him getting all beaten up and tossed around. I love that film. I think it doesn't, because there's the thing. It's like he's not supernatural. Like, although we see him do all this stuff, and they say, well, he's got to be real supernatural because look at all the beatings that he takes from like Halloween and Halloween Kills and stuff like that. But yeah, he's had a lot of time. Like Michael Myers is an older man in the Halloween 2018 series, right? He's an older man, but he's had where do we see him first? In the asylum yard, right?
Yeah.
Just turned around. Like, he's had years to like just literally, like, you want to be serious, just pump iron and just do crap all, but like, you know, be silent and work out. Like, so
Well,
yeah,
you
when he
know,
gets out of it, I'm expecting.
Go on.
But it's by the time Halloween Kills is ended, I mean, like, he's gone on this massive. You got to remember, this all happens within in a very short space of time. So here you've got like him going through like this, and it's wonderful that he's able to do this, and he manages to like get that last bit of energy and get back and like kill the people that have like got him surrounded because they're idiots because they could have had guns and they didn't.
Yeah.
But after that, he's a beaten man. So when we see him, and it's 2 years later, like
It's 4 years later.
It's 4 years later.
I'm sure it is.
You're probably right. You watched him more recent than me. So we meet like, and he is like he can't do what he could do before. He wants, like, he's resting, he's trying, he's like he's eating what he can, you know, at this point.
Yeah, people.
How did Laurie Strode? He wasn't stopped when Halloween Kills because at that time he just gotten out. He was going through, but he got at the end of Halloween Kills. He's beaten badly. He barely survives. It takes a while for him to get up. Like, he doesn't just magically pop up and get all those guys. No, he takes quite a beating before he gets up and starts like slashing at the townsfolk.
I just
disappears.
I just think it's crazy that they. I just think it's crazy that they beat him down and then they just stop and let him get up.
They're like, oh, you know, we got a Mass and Christine fan. Exactly. That's exactly what we're getting here. See the Halloween Ends commentary as to what. Okay. Well, I need to listen. Yeah, and it is. I mean, like, what they did and is the reversed engineered what was going on. Everybody wanted a massive Laurie Michael face off, right? So they were all expecting it in Halloween Ends. They're all expecting Halloween Ends, not remembering, hey, you've been given it, you've gotten it in Halloween 2018. It had a massive Laurie Michael face off.
Wow.
It subverted the expectations of the viewer, and it may have pissed off some viewers, but I think in the long term, it's going to be a much more like well thought of franchise. It's just gonna take a few years to for people to like really like kind of just. I understand if you went in with like a certain expectations, but as people start to rewatch it, start to see it, and start to see what's in there, um, then we get then And at the end of the day, remember, it's a horror film. So there's always going to be that point, like Laurie, yeah, like Corey could.
But what people forget is he was about to choke her when Allison runs in, does her karate, breaks his elbow and his arm, and stops it. And I've got to be honest, it's a bit sad, really, because we got all this stuff with Michael where he's like this super tough guy and all this, and he can throw people around, and yeah, he's older, yeah, he's more messed up, but he would have had an infection by now, been in the sewers like that, and he would have died anyway.
He would eventually
before Corey even saw him.
If my biggest gripe for the Halloween Ends film, and I'll say this now, is killing off Corey. It was a massive mistake. I think it was a great chance to hand off that mantle.
I actually disagree. I think the way he killed himself was actually the best thing, because it showed that he could finally get some pace. Because you got to think, after what happened with the kids, he was abused constantly. Then the stuff with Michael made him even more off the rails, and he was wanting to hurt people and destroy people. And, he got to have the last laugh against Laurie, but at the same time, he also got pace.
But he doesn't get killed himself at the end. You forget that he does come back, and Michael kills him.
Because he takes his energy back
for Corey, because Corey knows he can.
I really wanted him to thumb his eyeballs. When he was doing it, when he grabbed onto his head, we wanted to see his thumbs in his eyeballs, but he didn't.
I think we should have had if David Gordon Green wouldn't have been leaving the series, if this wouldn't have been the last one for Blumhouse, I don't think they would have killed Corey. But I think the fact that we got a definitive ending, and that's what they wanted to do. For me, people are going to look at this Halloween and are going to see it as one of two ways: either Laurie got an extremely happy ending, or Laurie's psychotic at the end of the film. I believe that Laurie's psychotic at the end of the film.
I believe that Laurie is Michael Myers at the end.
Because, like you said, evil doesn't die; it just changes shape.
Yeah.
And that's not meant in a supernatural way. When they do I haven't watched his. I both like and don't like some of his videos now, because I always want. My problem with claiming is I wonder, especially since he's moved over to the new company, how has he scripted this video? Or is it going to be one of those that's scripted by one of the other guys that I don't find has as good a take as he initially has?
I think the Angry Video Game Nerd itself is scripted by him, but I don't think the other stuff will be, unless it's one of those group things where it's just like BSing.
Let's not go with those group things. Those are he used to watch a bunch of these where he'd be in this movie store in his basement.
Oh yeah, that was painful.
That was painful to watch, man.
I used to watch a lot of his videos, but then I'd bring out Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie, but Laurie is the killer.
Yep,
see, the ultimate fan. To be honest with you, I've always thought that ending sucked as well in Halloween 2. I just thought it was right. And then they show her, didn't they? They're showing the wall and.
Literally,
I don't think she's actually in the world. I think she's dead.
What it should have been for me is one of the thoughts Rob Zombie had for Halloween 2 was that we see Michael, but by the time the movie ends, we find out Laurie's doing all the killing, right? And Michael's just been in her head the entire time. But they didn't have the balls to go with that, which is what they should have done. Because at the end of Rob Zombie's Halloween, she shoots him in the head. But I guess tis but a flesh wound again, because he's good in the next film, right?
I love the hobo Michael, where he's going around with the mask, eating out of trash, and because to me that's a symbolization of what happened to American horror at that time.
Trash.
And that's why we had the French horror, but was so good.
French horror. which gives me the time to once again shout out the fact that let's do this one more time. Got to do this, man. It's because I figure this is the most important thing I can actually do for my channel right now. Is I am going here, to Paris, to Medellin, to one of the biggest genre stores in the world.
Yep.
And if you want to help out, if you want to get a shout out, if you want to say, hey, I want to see like him really unboxing some super cool stuff on the channel, hit that link there, donate, and help me like really look at some amazing releases, bring them on the channel, show you guys, and there you go.
Every time I see that donate, I always think you should have took out the R and put an O there.
Put a what there?
You know, yeah, like took out the R, you know, from the puff, and put the O there. You know, that would have made sense. That would have been funnier, you know, like the Blu-ray, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean we'll see if like how committed people are to want to see some really cool like unboxings. You want to see Lars von Trier? You want to see Carlotta about unboxing on this channel? There you go.
I think personally, I think for what people should do is they should look on the website, see what they fancy, and then see where you're at with it, you know?
It's a bunch of deep and Halloween Ends dissection videos for or against it. There's a ton of them. I did the Halloween Ends like what I consider what was it Endgame video.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best videos. Like when it comes to that type of stuff. I'm like Malcolm knows, we did the Halloween films over the month of Halloween, like me and you and Dad.
We did.
And I did my homework. I rewatched, I studied the hell out of these films.
Yeah, you did.
And hopefully it comes across.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like you cannot like them. It's okay. It's you can love them, you cannot like them, you can be just like mad about them. The major part is like just like talk about it, enjoy cinema. Like that's the fun about that.
I agree. I think it's great, you know. I think it's great to look back on movies and talk about and feel them, you know, because everybody's got an intimate relationship with at least one movie, you know. And when I say intimate, obviously I don't mean this kind of intimate. I mean intimate as in, you know, it affected you from a young age or maybe even when you're older and you just kind of feel love for it. For a lot of people, that's Star Wars, you know. For a lot of people, that's Halloween. For other, you know, you name it, a Disney film.
I am Star Wars. I am Halloween. That is like literally that's my generation. It's Star Wars and Halloween and Indiana Jones and Jaws. Like I'm lucky. I'll say this. I'm lucky. Like, and Indy, you're in my age, so we're lucky to have grown up at a time when like what an amazing time. Like when slashers were when blockbuster hits were a thing. When like movies like Star Wars were coming out. When like, nobody expected that.
I think Star Wars still holds up today with the CGI more than most films do now.
Star Wars is a great film. Empire Strikes Back, I think, is better. But Star Wars is a great film. I think that.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you there, but I mean the CGI part.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's needed. Like, I don't really think. Like, I know he went in, they wanted to put stuff there, and I know he really kept wanting to add stuff and do stuff, but. I mean, it was for me, like maybe it's why I'm older and I saw them in theaters. It was perfect. It didn't need it.
I mean, I really think putting Anakin in that scene near the end was really important. You know, just so we could see what the story was all about when we got to it.
I mean, what I get bothered by is like when they did the prequels. Like my kids, my oldest was around during the prequels, and so she went to see that in the theater. That was her like trilogy. And some people like truly hated on the trilogy. But even worse than that, like more disgusting than that, hated on like this little kid, Jake Lloyd, ruined his life. Like let's not mince words.
Oh, that's the kid who was in Jingle All the Way.
Like messed this guy up, like with all the hate and stuff, all the vitriol.
I blame his parents.
I don't. I mean, like, his what? Because he's in a like who? He's going to be in a Star Wars movie. The
Yeah,
lead in a Star Wars movie. Who
yeah,
would accept that? Who wouldn't say, "Oh yeah, let's be the lead"? Yeah, would
yeah.
you?
But his
Now
parents should have been protecting him more.
you can't. I mean, like, how there's only so much you can protect. As a parent myself, I can tell you there's only so much you can protect your kids from. Like, online is like pervasive right now.
Just don't look online.
It's sad that like we got to a point where like when we were kids, man, when we were kids, we went to school. Let's say we were bullied. We had issues with bullies or something like that. When we came home,
It was gone.
it's stopped.
Unless they followed you at home and then started throwing bricks out your window and stuff, it was gone, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then like it's like most of the time you had a bit of space breathing room. Nowadays, kids don't have breathing room, like because there's the
Well,
online.
it's because they focus too much on social media and all that rubbish. Social media is utter garbage for the most part. I put TikTok on and I'm sitting there watching a woman basically break wind for an hour. I
But you
mean,
don't have to. Like that's the thing. You can
when
just
do people put that on? Well,
here's the thing. TikTok is an algorithm. So you have to wonder why you're getting suggested those videos, my friend.
well, I'm just saying, to me, 98% of social media is pointless. The only reason I have social media for me is to look up and see when the new releases are coming out, the updates, the announcements, talk to a couple of people I talk to, and that's it. I don't
But that's
really
you.
use
I mean,
it
like
for
you're
anything
older.
else.
Like the younger generation, this is their thing. This is what they've grown up on.
Well, they need to learn. Well, they need to learn to get a real life then, and not be on social media.
It's a real life now. Like
It
it's not.
is, and sitting online on social media as a kid is dangerous because you could be outside getting exercise. You'll be outside making real friends and real conversations, not sitting there like a muppet. I saw a girl who was addicted to social media but went into a coma from it.
But like you're talking about, like this is like those, like oh my God, look at that. We're watching this scary stuff like heavy metal. Don't listen to heavy metal music. It's like it can be super addictive, or like don't watch it. Like,
but it's the choice.
It's scary, or like
social media doesn't seem to be for teenagers nowadays.
Scary. The new thing, Malcolm, is always going to be scary. Video games scary, but eventually, you adjust. The only difference for social media is that you get a lot of like you've got people that super negative people that have a place to come together and become like ultra negative.
I'd like to say social media is a good place. I really would. I'd like to, but it isn't. It's horrible. It's evil. All of it is just twisted. I sit there. I scroll down my Facebook. I have to look at people perving on underage girls. I have to look at all this stuff, right? It irritates me. And it's in horror groups. It's in movie groups. It's like, get a life.
Here's the thing, though. That's why we're here. That's why we do what we do, because there is so much of that crap that's out there that we come here. For instance, there's a lot, like you can go online, you can like type in a bunch of like boutique stuff and stuff and more stuff, and we get a lot of what we get, a lot of those really toxic, horrible places, and they do what they do, and it's not one of those times where I'm not going to throw shade. I am going to throw shade because it's they do things in absolutely the wrong way to do it. So when I wanted to do this, I was like, okay, let's make a place where everybody can come on. Doesn't matter what your thoughts are on everything. We're going to come talk movies, we're not going to talk politics, we're not going to talk about other stuff. We're just going to have fun with films, collecting, and all this stuff, and comics and video games and stuff's come into it. So we can do our part to make social media a better place for us and for our kids.
I mean, I just think too many people focus on social media as a life form. Because I see kids on there now like 12, 13 destroying their lives because of things they see online. And it makes me sad. It makes me want to just give them a hug and say, look, don't focus on that.
That's because you're a really nice guy, and you're and that's never a bad thing.
Yeah, try.
you get affected by it because you see the negativity on there, and it affects you because you see people that are hurting. And if you didn't, then that would it says a good thing about you.
I mean, I was going down TikTok the other night, and there was this woman on there, and she had type 3 diabetes, really rare, dangerous kind. And she went into like this, I don't know what you call it, shock or thing.
Yeah,
And yeah, she went into like shock and was like snoring and that, but not like a sleep snoring, the kind of unhealthy kind.
Yeah, no, I
And
mean,
it was like 20 minutes before the mods of her thing contacted her dad to come and see her. And all I kept thinking is the moment that hit, you should have called him immediately.
well,
To me, that just shocks me.
yeah, well, it's like one of the things that's going to stick with me and going to haunt me for the rest of my days is Daphne Sparrow.
Yeah.
Like, we're just randomly watching wrestling, having fun, and she was on social media, and we went there and just sort of, trying to, be supportive, say something positive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everybody, and it was a time when people were trying to be supportive and positive, and it sadly, like, nobody could find her in time to stop from the tragedy that happened. So there's always that.
I'm sorry. I got a bit moody about it.
No, it's okay, man. It's look, here's the thing, dude. You thought about it, you got moody because you're big hearted, and that's not a bad thing. Never feel bad about something like that. Geek Cuts. I see people talking Star Wars on here. Charity shop stuff.
Okay.
I am gonna keep like shilling out Medellina and Potemkin until the 27th, which is when I move, which I go on the 27th. I'll be flying to Paris.
Oh.
And I'll be coming back on the 1st.
Yeah,
so,
these guys, at least donate enough so they can buy a beret and a stripy shirt and come back with a baguette.
Yeah. So like that kind of thing. Super.
Don't forget to pimp out our video tomorrow.
What's video tomorrow? Oh yeah, I forgot about it. It's a Friday tomorrow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Vinegar Syndrome video is happening tomorrow. Or late tonight, I guess is what. I gotta get some sleep later on today.
No, it's late tomorrow night because it's Friday, isn't it?
Oh, today? What's today? Is today Thursday?
Is it today? Does it happen on Thursday?
Thursday night, yeah.
So it's 5 o'clock from now.
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Can someone confirm that for us, just so we can be sure? Because we're a little bit, what do you call it today? Because it starts on Friday, right?
Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right.
It's out on the website, I think, because it'd have the counter, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the counter's not there yet.
Not yet.
But you know what is on a website?
Well, what is on the website?
This incredible Lars von Trier box set. Right there. Look at that.
Whoa, that's part of Announcements.
Look how sexy that is.
Look how many discs it is. That's where you're going. You're going right there.
It's one of the places I'm going, yep.
And what do you think about it? Are you excited to go in there?
I'm insanely excited. Can you? I've gone to a lot of shops. HMVs, Sunrise Records, different charity shops and stuff like that. I guess Bay Street Video is the closest that I've gotten to seeing a store that literally is focusing on complete.
You're talking about in person, right?
Yeah, in person. Boutique labels, because I don't count like online.
For me, that would be All Bit DVD because I know they're a real store, but I've never been there.
Again, that's in the US, right? That's not
in oh, that's why I lived in the US.
Yeah, but like this is like you're back in Europe now. So here's the thing. One of these days I'm gonna be coming to London, hopefully. And if I'm in London for enough days, dude, it may behoove us to take the train right over to Redont.
Yeah. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be badass.
Because that would definitely make for a good video.
Yeah, imagine that.
A street filled with like used bookstores and comic book shops and stuff, and a store that literally deals with exclusively genre release titles. Boutique
Imagine,
label.
guys, if you can help me get my action in Soho, right? That could happen.
Yes, totally do that. Send the money for Soho, and I will tell you, like then you'll be able to find out, like, hey, look at that Soho
And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I will come back with proof and pictures and videos showing you all about it, and I might even be able to do an out and about vlog while I'm in there. For Patreon only, though. No. But in seriousness, that'd be pretty cool if you do get some nice stuff over in France.
I'm hoping for it. I mean, like it's probably going to be like the biggest like one I've ever done. And it was like, it was a bit of a surprise. Like my better half said, well, I want to do something for your birthday. I want to do something special. And
she called you up, didn't she? And she said, guess this by what I'm doing. And she went, oh, baguette. And you went, and you were like, what? And she went, it's France.
She took it a baguette, right? So I go, huh. But no, it was like, I was home. She was at, I think she was at her parents' house. And she sent me a WhatsApp message. And she's like, happy early birthday. And there was like, our itinerary for Paris. So I want to go see the catacombs, the Louvre. Really want to see the catacombs. All those skeletons, man.
I don't know why you want to visit the Louvre, because I visit the Louvre multiple times a day.
Hind loves it there, and I want to. I've never been. I want to see it. She says that
I'm
going to be
there
with the Mona Lisa. I've never been to Paris. How that?
Have you never been to the Louvre? How do you not go? I mean, when you need a wee.
That is like a bad joke. That is lower level bad joke.
That one didn't go down well.
Happy early birthday, Maddie.
Oh.
Dude movies.
My birthday's on Monday. You guys want to talk about dude movies Monday morning?
It's a possibility. I mean, it's going to depend on one very important thing: how I'm feeling after this. For those that hopefully it's not coming across too much, but
yeah, I haven't been really ill. So was I.
Yeah, I've been really sick. I couldn't swallow yesterday.
But
so that was
like, I'd stopped myself. From saying something then.
But it's a strong possibility, Matty. So we'll see what we can do. So fingers crossed.
I'll tell you what happened to me, Matty. I had serious diarrhea yesterday. I ate a pizza, right, and then it just like went, straight out of me down the toilet, and I then felt so really sick. But I went to bed and slept for 12 hours, and now I'm still in bed because I still feel really rough from it. And I know you probably don't want to hear that because that's really disgusting, the diarrhea part. But I just want to let you know, me and Anne, for some reason, have both been really ill, and I don't know why.
It sucks. Let's do Umbrella.
That's why I'm in bed, because I'm ill.
Announcements from Umbrella. Some interesting ones. Let's start off with the exploitation rarities.
I'm excited. I almost bought all these.
Here's my issue. I think Umbrella would do a lot better if this wasn't website exclusives, is if they start putting these in some of the shops.
I agree.
I should be able to go to Medellin and pick this up.
I think what's that site called? The one in Australia? Hi-Fi or whatever it's called. Hi-Fi.
JB Hi-Fi.
I know they let their stuff go there.
We've had some like releases, not everything come out. I know that. I think Medellina may be like an exclusive like Vinegar Syndrome distributor, since they do tend to have vinegar, not just Vinegar Syndrome, but a lot of stuff, including a bunch of the partner labels.
Oh, Matty, that's what happens with non-New York pizza.
Yeah, or if you're eating Chicago, but not.
Oh,
Getting the deep
I'm
dish is
excited
not.
by this, and just so people know, if you're in England, because I know some people watch this are in England, Indicate have said they will not have these released for a few years if they do end up getting them. So if you do pick this up, you don't have to worry about doubles for a long time.
So we got Crosstalk, Lady Stay Dead, and Final Cut.
Well, Lady Stay Dead was a Code Red release.
Which I don't have, so that's that's definitely a decent one. I hate the fact that this is exclusive. I hate that.
What's awesome Umbrella now is if you spend over 200 Australian dollars, you get free shipping worldwide.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I
I'm
didn't know
happy about that because last time it cost me like 50 quid.
that is a commentary, and for which one? Lady Stay Dead? Let's go back and we'll check. Let's check the features here. Extras, 40-page book with writings by Paul Harris, John Hipwell, David Stratton, and Stephen Vag. I couldn't even touch that name.
Hold on, did you say Stephen Vag?
Yes, I did, man. Dude, no, we don't.
Oh, God. Stephen Vag.
Probably a very nice person. 2 A3 Velluto posters. We got a new visual essay. Okay, Malcolm, you gotta come now. Got a new Crosstalk. It's a new Rear Window meets 2001 visual essay from screenwriter and author Stephen Vag. Vague. We're gonna say vague, I guess. New Shooting Hitchcock Down Under. An interview with cinematographer Vincent Montan. New Not Quite Hollywood interviews with executive producer Ross Matthews. New The VHS Experience. For Lady Stay Dead, we get interview with actor Roger Ward. Interview with Chard Haywood. The VHS Experience, or some guess the VHS version of it. Final Cut gets another commentary with Mike Williams, Shane Armstrong, Andrew Mercado, Ross Dempsey, and the new VHS Experience. So great visual essays there.
That's it. I've got to buy that just to be able to re-say the name again.
All right. So
is this from a 4K master, or is this going to be the same kind of master that Mondo released?
From Lizard and Woman Skin?
Yeah, does it say?
To be fair, the Lizard and Woman Skin Mondo release is actually a really good master. And I got the old Blu-ray edition of it.
Yeah.
But let's see what it says here. It doesn't say actually. So I say we got a new audio commentary with Howard Asperger and Troy Holworth, a new video essay by the Machiste brothers, a visual essay by Howard Asperger and Francesco, not even pronouncing that, new interview with Kim Newman on Stanley Baker, and not a Vag in sight. So there we go.
Stephen Vag, that's such an amazing name.
It is, but I cannot imagine being a kid, and like
could you imagine?
That was never good.
Could you imagine, Mr. and Mrs. Vag? Can you come in, please?
Maybe it's vague. Maybe it's like, but it's VAGG. Like, so what I would say, pronounce right.
Well, from now on, it's Vag. Whether it's said wrong or not, it's Vag. Hopefully, it'll be on a lot more releases.
So we got a really good edition here of the Raid as well, the 4K of the Raid. A new audio commentary for this one, new fight reactions.
I wish it was 1 and 2 together.
Oh, I'm sure they'll put it 2 eventually with its own release.
Yeah, they were the new ones, weren't they, announced?
Yeah, we saw like we already talked about Primer before. I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
But those were the 3 big announcements. So Exploitation Rarities got some great stuff in it.
It's volume 1 as well, so there's going to be a second volume.
Yeah, exactly. There's the Woman's Skins. It's coming out, which is a great release. The Raid is a really good release. I hate that some of these here are exclusive to the website.
Yeah.
I want to see we're gonna hit here. I'm hitting Melina for another second because they put Umbrella releases it. All right.
Yeah.
So it looks like they've already got the hitch up for pre-orders. It's not yet, is it? Oh yeah, they're virtual.
Don't bother with that. Wait for the 4K because 2 people are released now, aren't they? They've just finished doing the restoration.
I like this box of Bert. I can't believe that Cannonball Run 1 and 2 are coming out together.
I almost bought that. I almost bought that, but then I bought Cannibal 1 and 2 over here separately from Fabulous.
Which is amazing because, like, in North America, that was like finding Cannibal Run 1 and 2 was so massively expensive to find.
Yeah.
His name is Mike Hunt or Mike
Mike Hunt. I always love when people say names like that really fast because you can just laugh your head off.
That's why I very much like say it. Like, you can see they got a lot of like the releases from the company, but I'm actually curious about some companies that I don't normally see.
Yeah, let's look at some of them.
Like
let's look at Pulse. Never heard of them.
Yeah, you never. Pulse actually has a lot of titles that are regular.
Lobster Films, is that what you just looked at?
Extra Lucid, I showed you guys. Elephant Films has some interesting titles. I like some older school stuff, and then they got stuff like this. Like, have you seen these, Malcolm? So these are these steel books of this Plizzy Attache.
No, I ain't.
Neat, hey?
So they're still books, eh? Multi-packs.
Yeah, and it's like, and it has English on it.
Oh. That's not bad, actually. What's the price on that?
€72 for the 3-pack here.
That's not too bad, depending on the movies.
Yeah, and you can buy them separately for €19 if you want to just buy one, right?
Okay, so if you buy them separately for €19, isn't that cheaper?
Unless there's something. Wait a minute, that's not. It can't be just 3. Let's just say. So we'll go here. So what do we have? So, Elephant Films, we got. Okay, wait a second. Synapses. So there's 3. No, there's 3 films. It looks like it would be cheaper separately, unless the steel pack looks. Okay, so these aren't steel packs. So these are regular.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I was going to say that would be really bad.
Buy a steel book for £19. It would be a great way, though, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you love that? Because I just go buy, like, hey, I'll buy 3 of these for like $50. Save us out some money. But no, it looks like the steel packs are like done on their own. And there's like different as well.
The problem is you got to always make sure they've got the English on them. That's the problem.
Well, that's the thing I've been doing is I've been like researching to see what's like where the English stuff is at. I can like ESC, you got to go back and forth. You got to see like they'll have some like Italian ones for Argento. Yeah. For instance, if it's a new Argento, if it's dark glasses, that's going to be Italian and French. If it's an older film, like maybe Bird of the Crystal Plumage or Sleepless, which is called Blood of the Innocent, actually in France.
Yeah,
it's going to have English on it because it was shot with English.
That makes sense.
What blows my mind is we got stuff like Cauldron showing up here.
Yeah, August Underground. You want to pick them up?
Oh yeah, and then put them back down and buy something better. But like no, there's some great like titles here. I'm trying to get the ones without actually getting anything that's too problematic.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Because there are some here, like I showed you some. Radiance. I could get my first Radiance release.
Oh, I think you should get a Radiance release.
I'm thinking about it. I mean, like, it depends. It all depends on you, guys, right out there. Become part of the journey.
So basically, guys, either Aaron goes and gets absolutely no media, or he comes back with loads of media because of you.
Well, I'll get media. It'll be different media. I'll have to choose what, like, my better half will be making decisions on, like, Bollywood horror set. Here we come.
Oh, yeah, that's so expensive out there.
It is, but it's almost at print too, right?
It is almost at print.
You want to see me getting like Lars von Trier, or you want to see me getting some massive box sets?
Yeah. And if you want to, guys, if you want to see me vlog me with getting a nice big pair of boobas in my face, then there you go. Donate and save for Malcolm Sorrow.
Oh, this is nice. Movies from Midnight. I wanted to let you know I subscribed to you on my own personal account. A few months ago, I created my own movie channel. Nice. I'll check it out, man. You're one of the content creators that inspired me to do so. That is what this channel is for. Guys, Movies from Midnight. Make sure that you check them out. I'm actually going to do that right now, secretly. I'm going to secretly do that on the side.
Secretly check it out.
Let's see if I can find the channel. Do you have a link for your channel, dude? Because I would definitely check it out. Put the link up so people can check out your channel. Oh yeah, once you get on that other side, man. But it's fun. Movies for Midnight 8. There we go. Movies for Midnight 8. Let me just do that. Oh, there you go. Oh, you probably heard your trailer right there. Oh wow, you did, and you have done some stuff, my friend. Stephen King get exposed. Sometimes they come back. The Master of the Universe being released. Which Midnight Channel trailer. I am now officially subscribed.
Hey, I'll subscribe later because I can't on my phone without leaving the chat thing.
So I am subscriber number 26, and if anybody's watching that, then there you go, guys. Make sure to check it out and subscribe. That's what the cult's all about. That's why the cult is not me. The cult is everyone.
Yep.
It's like that. It's like this, like that creepy cult thing where you're, it's you don't know exactly where it's at. What's the movie? Remember the show The Following?
Yeah, I remember that. I love that. I love that
That's
show.
great.
It got silly around the 3rd season, but I really liked it.
Oh yeah, the first seasons were amazing, especially the first season, because you didn't know who the cult members were going to be.
Yeah, I liked the first and second, and I thought James Puffroy, right? Puffroy?
Yeah.
I thought he was brilliant in the role because by the time it gets to the 3rd, it's like it's not even as important anymore. It's more about the thing itself.
I love what really stood out to me was the girl. There's a girl. I hate giving it away, but there's a girl in the series that seems like just a background character, and then she turns out to be one of the main cult people. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because I know it's been out for ages, but
it's really well done.
Yeah, it's really so well done. Because in the first episode we find out, I think it's because it's a movie-length episode, and it's Kevin Williamson actually. So because this is what Scream 3, what the original Scream 3 was supposed to be. Is that we meet this character and she's kind of in the background, and all of a sudden something horrible has happened, and she's disappeared, and we find out that she is one of the cult members, and she becomes a very big part of it.
Well, I think the following was really good, and I feel like it could have lasted longer if it just had focused on maybe different cults after the second series.
Well, the second series, it got a little bit of hate for focusing on different cult, but I like the second series. I like the twins. I like the mother that was kind of leading that cult.
Yeah,
I thought it was well done, but
yeah, well, that'd be pretty cool.
You never know what can happen, man. There's a lot of stuff that because there's so much. It makes me excited when I see new people coming on YouTube and I see that do this stuff, because we see so many people disappear every day.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have to keep these channels going.
Yep.
Because people fall into I don't do physical media anymore. Or I'm just streaming or whatever, and or I don't watch movies, or all of a sudden I just decide to pluck my eyeballs out.
Yeah, which some people do.
Yeah, which happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
But no, it is really great. But I want to keep this video too long. I did want to talk about that. I did want to talk about we talked about the Halloween series. We talked about we haven't talked about. I guess we should mention Indicator has some titles. Some people were kind of lukewarm.
True. Yeah, that's true.
But I think that they're good titles.
I think they're decent. I don't know them personally, but I'm excited to pick them up so I can watch them and get to know 'em.
So Tomorrow We Live. Not like you, Sinclair. We got The Shop at Sly Corner, and we've got Obsession, and The Whole Truth, which is a UK exclusive one. And this looks like the best one, actually.
Nice.
Look at that. Come on, tell me that's not like the best cover right there.
It is the best cover, isn't it? I really like the covers. I actually think Indicator, when they do the standard releases, they actually do better covers than when they do the deluxe ones.
Great stuff on here, too. We got a BHP interview with Ronald Spencer. So it's going to be a full, like, hour and a half, 2 hour interview right there.
Yeah. Which, to be honest with you, is the type of extra I want.
Exactly, like me. Like, that's what I actually listen to.
Because when I look at extras, half the time the extras are so basic that I just don't bother.
Yeah, free monthly movie thrown to a movie playlist, free for all subscribers.
Oh, Night Living Dead, eh?
Well, I like Fright Night too.
Fright Night 2.
You have to see the series, but the best slasher series of all time, Malcolm, do you know what it is?
I do. It is. Slasher.
No, it's Harper's Island. Harper's Island is the best slasher of all time. By far and large, Harper's Island. I said with Beetlejuice too. Well, Jen
The
Ortega's
one
out.
with what's her name? Katie Cassidy.
Yeah, like the girl that should be the lead of a franchise, but she's always a secondary character that gets killed.
Yeah.
And when she dies, it's always the case, right? Like Nightmare on Elm Street, like When a Stranger Calls you. Like you're like, man, she's really good. The lead, not as interesting.
Yeah, you find that a lot actually, didn't you? I mean, it's very rare. I think that's why people like Sidney Prescott stand out more, because they do actually stand out.
Oh, there, Maddie. Harper's Island was bombed. That was so good. It was one that was so good that I was kind of glad it didn't get a second season because I didn't want it to mess up. Like I was worried that they, like, even though they were setting up for something, it gets one season, it's complete. You got a complete like slasher story. The kills are over the top great. The slasher kills.
I've never seen that because it's.
Dude,
I don't think it's even. I don't think it's even available over there.
Because it is like incredible. It's like this. Like you take characters like slasher trope characters, but they use them in ways that they're not just like regular like cardboard cutout characters.
Oh, okay.
So you got Katie Cassidy, and she's I think she's the one that's getting married. So there's this girl, and she's come back to this island for the first time in a long time. Her best friend, is there. The guy, kind of like in I'm thinking Dawson's Creek way. They grew up together, and he's getting married. She's coming back there. There's a whole bunch of people coming there. Years ago, there was a serial killer slasher that I'm not sure we got. It's played by Callum Keith Rennie.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's arrested or disappeared, whatever. And they're back on the island. This wedding's going to happen, and all of a sudden, like these really extravagant murder set pieces happen. Usually one per episode at the end of the episode.
Nice.
And there's twists and turns, and the revelation of the killer is one of the best revelations I've seen in TV or movie.
Okay.
So well done. So when you go in, don't like look it up. Watch it blind.
I'll see if I can pick it up off eBay or something.
Thank you, Andy, for coming in, man. We're ending the stream now in a couple minutes, but you made it to the end, so there you go.
Thanks, Indy.
Everybody, thank you so much for coming in. Movies for Midnight. Check out his channel there. Maddie, happy early birthday. Hopefully we can actually get to do
that'd be cool
very soon, because I would like to. Also, Gaming to Greatness, survival horror games, and WWE 2K24. Gotta love that. Love me some 2K24. So check that out. Gaming to Greatness, as well as the movie for Midnight 8. Make sure you're checking out Malcolm's channel, the sleepy guy right down there below, to because he's going to be doing some cool stuff, and hopefully you might be doing your own out in a bit.
Yeah, I might be at some point. Soon. Hopefully, when the weather's better and I get to go out, I probably will.
Oh, but so that I can go to Paris and do fun stuff, then I got to feel better. So, guys, thanks for watching. I shall see you soon, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Take care, guys.
See you guys maybe tonight or tomorrow, whenever the vinegar's going to
Yeah.
get tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll see you then.